Hello, it's your boy Tosanyo. Welcome to my Blue Archive stream. For today, I'm going to attempt once again Gregorius Torment. And last time I was on stream, I failed and lost 2 tickets. So and had to do insane before salary set. So I couldn't like finish my badness in the last stream like yesterday. So I did a little bit of mocks off stream afterwards today as well, and tried like 1 ticket, and I failed here as well. But I took a break after that, and it seems like I have a rough idea and how to repeat the game flow and how to manage to like save and eject it, even if you don't get like the desired RNG. I mostly like reset it because of the skill cycle during the 2nd minute of the raid, in which I had to force a Nagisa here on Koharu instead of like Esaki or Miyako. And it seems like you can continue even without the heal on the right character. So I found like a way to like still cope with like this run. It's just like you do like 10 million damage less, so about average, but if I'm like short on time and want to force like and clear just to not lose a ticket, just to not lose your rewards or clearing Torment, then I could like resort to that and switch to my backup teams to the like about 45-50 million damage. So I have now a backup plan. I'm still like an insane. I've cleared Insane, so no Torment for today. But maybe I could during the stream. I built like some backup teams here. So this is the usual backup team for team 2. And the rest is like a little bit improvisation. And those teams together can deal like about 6 million damage, but this team potentially can do 35, 45, like at lowest 25, but let's see how it will go with this team here. I have like a timer of 1 hour when I started the ticket. And yeah. And I have 2 borrows to choose from. Bite you to death, or like BYD, bit, I would like say, bite. I could like add them to the friends list. So they have for me are UE 50 and Bond 50 Minori. So this is like a huge jump compared to like Bond 36. It's like 90 more damage, 90 more attack power. But I think like I'm gonna resort to the strongest option like at last. So for now I'm gonna rely on Dr. Practic's power and see how it will go there. So now that I've only 2 tickets left for today, the streams will be like at max about 2 hours, maybe like 1 hour. It depends on like how well or how bad I do during my ticket runs, but let's see. It is possible with this team composition, like the way you have the formation, to get like the best run in theory, like 3 minutes 42 seconds. They're like safer kinds of formations. I think it's looked like this, but I need to keep it like this, yeah, if I want to get like potentially the best clear. Luck is still like something you can't control. It's like pretty like RNG, so you don't have control about things. And you also have to crit with Minori. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna start the ticket and then let's go. While I play, I might not be able to like look at chat or like answer everything properly without that affecting my gameplay, but let's see. Also forgot to start the timer, I think like 59:40. Hello CDNM, welcome to my archive stream. I'm doing Gregorius Torment, and basically I'm getting my ass kicked by a musician. Welcome and enjoy your stay. So since a scripted fight, you have to like follow also like a script in which you have to execute the skill order properly, like the right timing and everything. You want mainly attack while the debuff counter next to the HP bar is like at green. And here it also like depends on how you time everything, since he has ways to increase the debuff counter or like decrease it. Like when you mess up, it can be like really hard to adjust on the fly. Maybe like in retrospect, if you like look back at your run, it would be possible, like if you have recorded your run. But yeah. So now I lost RNG. The heal went towards Saki, but I will still continue since I found a way to kinda cope afterwards. Without the heal from Nagisa onto Koharu. Hello 8, welcome to my Blue Archive stream. I'm doing Gregorius Torment and I'm getting my ass beaten from a musician. Welcome, enjoy your stay. And yeah, day 6 it is. It's like not the final day, there's still like one afterwards. Even when it says like 1 day left. It's practically 1 day plus additional hours. I kinda need to like delete the right core early enough so that they don't attack Koharu. And that's like basically how I can continue still. The damage output is like pretty meh. I'm like 50 million apart from what should be like supposed to be the damage, so gonna restart. And also I think like I make a mistake with that. It's like 0. 58. Yeah, something like this. No, 56. Let's say it about this time. So now the timer on the top left should be like kinda accurate. So I'm gonna wait for the counter to go green and then I can do Nagisa, continue the cycle. Saki here. Quadanov, hello, welcome to my Blue Archive stream. I'm doing Gregorius Torment and getting basically my ass beaten by a musician and his band. Enjoy your stay. Minori is very loud. Sen no kiwatozo onanshoyo danketseyo. So the heal went towards Koharu, so I can like follow the plan. The optimal skill cycle. Yeah, when you play like insane or extreme, it's like very pay to win. Can still manage without on insane, but in Torment, it's like peace out. You need like at least the rabbit squad in their swimsuits. So how's the damage output? It's kinda okay, I'm like 5 million HP apart, but this is like pretty good. Gacha is an illusion. Every character costs 24k paroxenes. Unless Aruna gives you a surprise discount. Yeah, I'm pretty close to the quota. Gonna release around here and here. HP from Miyako looks good, so I'm gonna go without heal. Let her cast her basic skill to increase the evasion. And cast that, let Koharu die, just to cycle to Minori and to Nagisa. Gonna save me free cost. And then I need to rely on evasion luck that she survives. Gonna wait for her to reload. There's like the most optimal to use the X skill. Okay, she got the heal. Then use Minori ASAP. Nagisa ASAP. And then I kinda need to let Miyako die. So I can do like one more Miyako. No, one more Minori into Nagisa, but from this amount of HP, she will survive. So I can only do like one Miyako afterwards. Like when she crits, I think like 50 million is like the lowest. But when I can get like a decent one, it's like 25 or like 30. And this is like enough for like a second team. Like or 43? 43 is already kinda enough for my backup teams. It's like still super hard still, but it could be enough. Like 3 seconds after and then... Oh, she died? She died? Okay, maybe? Nah, okay, no one pun. But it's enough for a second team. Okay, great. The damage Greg put out in few seconds insane was really astonishing. Did you clear Torment already? No, I didn't. I didn't. I got my ass beaten by him. I lost 3 tickets. 2 on stream, 1 off stream. So I'm still like in insane with no borrows here. Like I relied on my own power and uses chance power. Power of Yuzu Queen. And on her power I also need to rely for my second team. So I can do like a 2 pun like this with this amount of HP. How does this work? I don't know. I haven't watched videos, but I cooked something on my own. And you're gonna see what I've come up with. Maybe it's not optimal, but it's enough. It's good enough. It's kind of like based on my experience with like the best performing team. And then I just did like that. I'm gonna start off with Mine. Then do Neo Haruka afterwards. And then wait after like at 329 so I can use Yuzu. Because he has the basic skill in the debuff. I need to like flip the organ as well. Then do Rumi ASAP for the heals. So I keep them alive like that. It's like kinda copium since Rumi and Mine are like both 3 stars. They can't survive like super long unless I execute it properly and have like luck with the evasion. So this is like pretty glass cannon, kind of. Almost glass cannon. But it could work out. At least I can like flex with Yuzu here. So this is like what makes me happy here with this raid. After she's done, Mine will like walk randomly if she is like still reloading or so I kinda need to do it earlier for optimal usage, but I think this can be enough. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a restart. Kinda need to do her as soon as possible. Dev's gone wild with Greg. Good ideas overall, good patterns, but little too much patterns to deal with. I think like design-wise, like from how he looks like, and the music, it's like super cool. Especially like the last phase. The music, you know, is like pretty cool. And depending on what speed you play, the sound waves, like the patterns, everything like changing. Hello, bite you to death. Welcome to my Blarka stream. I'm getting my ass kicked by No, I can't do that. I have Mine. I need to flip the organs, else my team gets like the 15% damage increase. So like not Craig gets it, but my team gets it. So yeah. And it's not like I followed our video, I just cooked it on my own, so this was like the best rotation I like was able to come up with. And both Rumi and Mine are 3-stars, so can't like cope with the crit damage on my team. Yeah, it happens. Like, it's like a fast-paced battle. I kinda need to cope with that. So then Mine ASAP before she can reload. So she can stay here behind the line. Oh, actually, kinda need to like execute properly. I don't want her to tank the attacks, since I really need her debuffs for the last phase as well. But I think like she can, I think like I can finish the battle during the second or like after the second minutes. Yeah, the artwork's always top-notch in this game. They have like a really great idea with like designing battles. It's just like, it's not accessible, it's like pretty pay to win, and a lot of free-to-play units are not working here properly. Like Kirino has like 2 debuffs with her X skill and would have basic skill, but she has special armor. And Insane and Torment, Gregorius has special attack. So this like disables her usage. Unless you do like a suicide squad. With like Shin or something. I need to wait here. I can do that. Then heal ASAP. He does too much damage for more free-to-play friendly units to be viable. Yeah. Even Aru can be like a little bit, how I would say, like clutch, because she will just die from the auto attacks when you can't shield her or something. Some of my clubmates say like, oh, she's dying out of cringe. Ah, okay. Kinda need to rely on that Mina is not walking towards the core on the left side or like the right side. I wonder if I have to time something or like choose a proper position. A little bit weird with the AI. Red armor moment. Yes, yes. Like, with heavy armor you can resist. With light armor it's like normal, you know? But even like those who take the normal amount of damage can just die if they're not a tank. And sadly most red armor characters are not that useful for this raid, since we need like debuffs or like long survivability. Amy could maybe like work, but it's still like something you need to use cost for, and it can like slow down your cycle. So in terms of like a consistent run, she can like hold you back. But she's not bad. She's not bad per se. Just need to find a good place for her to like function properly. Okay. So Mine stayed in place. This is fantastic. Now it should like work out. So I'm gonna now wait before I can use Yuzu. If I had done it early, and the moment it would like hit, it was like I would have like hit it at like yellow. And I think I can do Hoshino to flip the organ and then get like the extra debuff from that and Mina's stern verdict. Kinda need to wait for that. No, it didn't come? Okay. Okay, this is a restart. But yeah, it takes a little bit of adjustments for this team. I haven't taken any notes. This is something I cooked for on my own, so it's a little bit it's a little bit scuff when I like mess something up and have to like remember what the proper steps are. But the thing is, like, Rumi is here like MVP and Mine as well. Because most good debuffs are like in the special slot, but you need like special DPS because the strikers will get debuff at some point in the run. And then they do like less damage than your specials, I would say. So having like Mine with 4 debuffs is like pretty cool. And like something like near Haruka or like Rumi. So you can save your slots for healer and put it just in striker with Rumi and debuff in like here. So it can save me myself a lot of time. Uses also like outperforms like Miu in terms of like damage. So being able to use her is like pretty cool. What can I do here? Yeah, I think I need to do that. I can't like get user in time before the blue organ attack. Mine will die here. Can I cope here maybe? I'm not sure. I didn't get any debuffs, okay. So I need to change the pattern, I guess. Need to change the order of the skill usages. Anything past Team 1 on this is just YOLO. Always fun when your favorite character is viable. Yeah, that's true. Usage my favorite character? How could you tell? Mine will fall. Yet. Yeah. But I was able to get this team to the last phase. Like full 4 minutes. I tested like a mock a little bit to not mess up in the real run. And it is possible. This team can do like 40 million damage. So it's like good as a cleanup. But I kinda need to remember everything and yeah. To make it like possible. I think I'm just gonna debuff him again. And then flip the organ with Haruka. And then I hope, yeah, it will push up to 6. The blue organ does like... maybe I don't wait for the organ. Oh! Oh, this was the timing. Fantastic. Stop the timer. Yo, 39.5. Yeah, GG. No huge pop-up from my side this time. I think like it can be improved. Hello Robert-chan. And thank you for the congratulations. So I still have 1 ticket left. So let me see how it will go. So this is like my first Gregorius Torment clear in day 6. So, but there's still like 4 more tickets to go. So like this ticket for today. And then for tomorrow, the last day. But yeah. 41 seems like huge, but it's not that high. Considering EU has like 46 Torment clears. I'm like at the bottom. I'm like at the bottom. But it worked out. So like not bad. And I'm not that last. But this might be like the worst performance in my raid history so far. So gonna see if I can cope a little bit with a little bit more crit luck here and there. I'm gonna try again. And use up the weapon I saved myself for last. Which is bits, I don't know how to pronounce it. But let me say bite. I like bit, yeah. Bit sounds like more proper. Let's use bits Minori. So like from all my borrows, it seems like 150 has like a huge impact. Lever 10 player, 41 is bad. Please, I have standards. Yeah, it is bad. It is bad, I would say. I'd rather lose like 9 tickets and get like single digits than staying like in double digits and very, very low. But yeah, normally it's better to play it like safe, get just your reward and call that day. You can like sweep after you like cleared Torment, for example. Is Yuzu better than Mew Summer here? Yes, she is. The thing is like Yuzu has like accuracy, like more accuracy. And this can be like very important with this raid here. Not only like good accuracy, but she has a decent crit rate, so she will like crit most of the time. Since like the Gregorius raid, the core members in Greg, they have like evasion stats. So when you bring like low accuracy students like Hibiki here, you won't get like proper results. And also Yuzu was easier to farm than Mew. In the dice race you had to like rely on your dice roll luck. The only way to like farm her properly in the dice run is like using your guaranteed rolls when you like obtain the tickets where like Mew fishes. It's like to use the guaranteed dice rolls to move yourself to the Mew 11 tiles. So you do like a focused run on that. You only like try to collect as many ELAs as possible instead of like casual dice rolls, you know? There are like certain strategies here. Hello XCC, welcome to my Blue Archive stream. I'm doing Greg Torment and getting my ass kicked by the boss. So where did the Torment strat went after ticket 2 went last night? I did a 2-pun. That's about it. Also did like 1 ticket run off stream, and after I like knocked enough, I lost that too. So far I've burned like 3 Torment tickets. But let's say those losses made me like smarter and helped me in like performing better. So like my execution's like no more proper, but still RNG is like out of my influence. So might as well just still try, but it's like not guaranteed to like get it, since I only like started at like day 5, so like 9 tickets on Torment instead of like 15. So it's like, yeah, I only used like 60% off of my remaining resources. The good thing is like here that I started later, so I don't lose like 15 Torment tickets, but only like up to 9. But I cleared like 1 ticket, so yeah, I can lose only like 4 more. So that made like a ticket loss of like 7 at final. But let's see how it goes. Yeah, what is the secret strategy? What is the secret strategy? Teach me. I mean, when you mention it, finish your business. Maybe it can help me. Don't answer a question for another question. Spit out the beans. Spit out the beans. I don't want to pull out every single worm out of your nose. You're stalling, I see. So I don't get the strategy from yourself. No, I guess I can continue without. And maybe fail. I'm gonna start a ticket, so not gonna look at chat for a while. Wasted like 2 minutes with waiting. I follow like the usual strat, and we'll like see how it goes. Okay, thank you. Bite you to death. Bite you death. You're the MVP. So like below 100 million HP. It's RNG though. Yeah, it would be enough to like just... It's like basically just crit harder, lol, Lemao. But it's understandable. It's understandable that you rely on crit. That's like how most of the raid battles goes, in order to get like a good run. Gonna wait for Quaro to reload. It's like pretty minimal, but I could like get a better difference out of that. Like X skills are like best used when the strikers are like reloading. I lost like the RNG, the heal went to Saki, but you can still continue here. I got like decent damage out the first Minori plus Nagisa during this minute. Okay, I think I'm not gonna take that. I think the lowest possible is actually around 115 million. At average, I think? So like average? I think lowest I ever saw is like about 134, but I think like 125 makes more sense. Since those are like what I saw like from the best performing videos. Like from Glow, from Practice, or like yeah. But else I haven't like saw much. Yeah, it's nowhere near perfect. I think like once you have the knowledge, you restart when you see like, ah, this is not enough damage, I guess. I restarted mostly because of one thing, but this was like not the optimal thing to like pay attention to. I think like here it's not enough damage. I think like so around 188 million was like where most people want to continue. Even after the second Minori Nagisa during this minute, I guess they wanted to have like below 160 million. Ah, I missed the organ. Ich restart at first. 7 cost Minori isn't below 119. Okay, that's a good reference. This sounds like pretty good measurements. Mostly when I check on the videos, I like assume the damage I reach is like the average or like the maximum. I kinda need to like get close to this kind of quota. Second one I restart if it's not below 160. Okay, that sounds like a good, that sounds good. It's like what I heard from Practic as well. It's not like they say they shared like to me, it's just like I'm lurking in chat as well, I'm like reading the information and like it just like soaks in to my brain. Okay, it's below... Yeah, it's good damage output. Quaro reloads, so good moment to use EX skill. If you enter final phase with more than 135 million, it's pretty much impossible. Okay, got it. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. The damage output is here 164. But yeah, I will like try to pay attention to those kind of things. If I however enter like, how it's called, if I have like not enough time, so like about 30 minutes left I would say, I'm just gonna aim for a clear. I think like losing 3 tickets is like good enough, and I kinda want to get like the reward milestones from the total assault. Since like the extra 300 coins, yellow coins seems like pretty good. In the future we'll need a lot of Trinity Blu-ray discs and books. So I kinda want to obtain them via there, instead of using up the selectors, which should be like my last resort. The resource management is strong in this game. In other games it might be not as that important, but I think like if you play efficient, you will get more out of it. It's like in real life as well, that you don't do like unnecessary spendings and save for the future, since it can be very unpredictable what comes and what you will ever need. In a sense, not only Blue Archive is like an RPG, like has like those RPG elements with like those levels, farming and resource management, but real life is also like something like an RPG. Maybe not like JRPG with like a good story, you know? It's just like real life. Just like real life. There's a good philosophy for everything in life, yeah. The same way like those Hong Kong action movies do that. Kung Fu is everything or something they say. I forgot something. Kung Fu is life. If you do everything properly, this can be used as self-defense mechanism or something. Like I saw like in Karate Kid, the remake. With like Jackie Chan and then the son of Will Smith. Jaden Smith? Yeah. Or like Shaolin Soccer. Yeah, this was also a thing. Okay, damage is pretty good. I'm gonna wait for Koro to reload. I kinda want the extra damage from my strikers. It's like pretty minor, but it can make a difference if you like min-max like that. Gonna wait for Mina to reload. But I can't do that. Okay, this was a little bit too late. I think I messed something up here? Yeah. It's still yellow. Okay. Life is like an RPG. So Kratos probably. Did they really say that? Yeah, they did. When you play too much Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, your mouth grades become bad. Source, trust me, bro. Ah, okay, I did something wrong. Oh. There's like a good amount of time, 3 minutes maybe. Like the debuff counter's like not what's supposed to be. Okay, then Saki's the next step. But if anything goes wrong on the way, that's gonna be like, something to think about. Okay, the next skill's gonna be where you have like opening for using damage, applying damage. Counters like green, so I did everything right so far. Damage output is down to 182. I think this is like the personal best right now. Reloads. I can use her here. Wait for Mina to reload. Gonna aim at Gregorius. Then wait again. Counter screen. From 6 to 7. Let's hope for good crits. Onegaishimasu. And 163. I think I will take it. The damage... Kaoru's HP is pretty low, but I'm gonna cope here a little bit. Maybe don't get as enough damage from hitting the right core, since I need to kill them before they can kill Koharu. Now let me compare. I have like a cheat sheet next to me. And the damage output you can get here at the realistic kind of thing is like 134. It's like, I'm like have a gap of 10 million. So probably a speedrun's not possible at this point. But in case I have to eject, this is like still copium enough for like a 2-pan. Maybe you can delay the Core X on the organ. Maybe. But yeah, I could try that. Like before we enter the phase where the right core, where the core's on the right side. Could try that. It just need like less damage. It's like the problem. So it's like all... it's like... the ceiling gets higher. On like what damage I need to apply. The ceiling gets higher. Like harder to like reach. Okay, the heal went to what Koharu. this is like not where I really need it to be, but still a good enough. Okay, green. Funk skill. Still a good on time. And yeah, don't attack, just heal, huh? Okay, here reload. What's that free stamina? Probably... Ah, let's see how it will go. Okay, the heal went towards... yeah. Basic got not triggered from Quaro. And then here is the Quaro heal. Yikes. Oh, 160, I think, yeah. You can wait until after the yellow attack. After? Huh. I see. Then let me do that. I haven't wrote anything down on my notes, but slight adjustments are possible on the fly. Naruto bite you, Death Sensei. Yeah, she is. She is so different from... Oh, okay. I got lucky with the Anji. So the heal went toward Quaro. It's just like a slight adjustment, but it can be copium. It can be like consistent copium. 165. I'm gonna restart here more often, just to see how the chances are. Not that this was like a lucky success. And also the damage quota was not quite where you wanted optimally. Damage loss isn't too big, cause it's only Quaro's. Yeah, that's right. I think the Adipose would say like, oh, that's blasphemic. Quaro DPS is real. Believe in Quaro DPS. But let's say I haven't built as DPS, just as a healer. So I think, yeah, it's like maybe more optimal in my case. Oh, I think I did something wrong here, yeah. They were too scared of Quaro DPS, so they gave her necklace instead of watch. Yeah. But Quaro's very well designed. She's well designed. A very good free-to-play unit. That she has like the double function of like DPS and like healer. She's like more of a healer, but even for like a little bit of sub damage, when you like the main DPS can't like finish it up, she can like be a good assist. Like for normal missions, hard missions for example. I can like recall some situations. Since like a normal hard missions, AoE damage is like the MVP. And you needed a healer always for the team. So Karu could do like both. It was like great. It was like blessing. But then we have like also like Kokona. And Kokona's super good. Even the cost cutting would be cool here. If you could use her here in Gregorius, man, that would be great, but sadly it doesn't work out. Special armor. Then the special attack from Greg. What can you do? But at least it's like allows you to be like more creative, you know? It forces you to be creative. And this keeps like the game pretty fun and entertaining. The heal went so in here the meta was like they have like a certain heal on a certain target, but in this case it didn't trigger. So it's like still Anji. But at least it's like more of a 50-50 where the heal goes to. With enough planning you can keep yellow armors alive. I mean, you meant like special armor, like blue armor. I can remember people use like for the Akari and like Aru strategy. For insane, they use like Soji, like Oji-san. Oh, okay, Bina. Okay, I didn't read that. Go man, I can't read. Reading is hard. Gomenasai. But yeah, yellow armor, you can keep it alive. I had like fun using Katsuza and Bina. And she could like survive full 4 minutes without getting hit. And since I knew of that strat, I only invested in attack, but didn't spend anything in HP and defense department. I just like went with that. Katsuza strat is cool. You can probably do the same in Total Assault Bina Urban, but now the ice cream bug with Airi works there, so you don't need to rely on Utaha, really. But I wonder if that strat is like faster or just like more consistent. If it's like faster than the Utaha and Katsuza strat, then I would like do the ice cream thing. But I kinda like think, I kinda have like the hunch that the Utaha Katsuza is better. Since you do like sacrifice strats to like speed up the rotation. But yeah, I need to check on that. The original strat with Utaha and such gets you like 6.8 million at max, so like almost 7 million. But I need to like check again how much damage does it do with the Airi. Since Airi's sub-skill is like at increased attack speed, so I can also like see how this can be good. When you don't rely on extra DPS with like the turrets. But the thing is also, it's not only about damage. Certain strategies only work out if like the groggy bar is at a certain amount. And this was like the case with Solomaki, Shizuko, like those kind of strats. I think wait here for the yellow. And then do that. Normally I just did Kara as soon as possible. Oh, she reloads? No, I can use it. But the damage output is actually pretty good. No, actually it's not that good. I'm like apart 40 million. Okay, let me read. I put more pressure on the Mika team to be perfect, but I also don't have user max, so I had to use Utan on another team. Ah, I see. But yeah, Bina got hands. Even if he had no hands. He got hands somewhere. It's not to be underestimated. I'm gonna cap in cost. I think at 57 I can like release. And that is... let me play it on risk, a little bit risky and don't heal with Quarrel. Protection. Let it finish. I think she will die. Yeah, oh my gosh. One more hit and she's dead. I need to wait for 10. Yeah, okay. Okay, 31. Yeah, but I think like for... But the good thing is like... Is that a good thing? I don't know, if we get Swimsuit Ui? No, we don't get Swimsuit Ui. Probably before Bina. I'm not sure. I saw like videos where Insane Bina was like done with Swimsuit Ui and Yuzu. But I think this was like maybe an Crown Assault and not an Total Assault. Where I would like think that like the ranking was like more important, that you relied on such strats. I was like thinking about that since what kind of assists do the players usually... What kind of assists do they want? I think like Mika's always a safe bet. Or like Maki. But what about everything else, you know? People don't like to mold, put in Katsuza. If people like to mold, do Yuzu. But it's like a lot more people ask for a comfier strat than like speedrun. Unless we are like in the Hong Kong, KR or like JP server. It's a little bit of like marketing, you would say. A little of marketing in this game included. Like you don't get real money, but you can like start to train your business sense in this game. It's like a little bit sad. It's not like not in like Princess Connect, where like the guild function or like club function for like Archive's case. It's like the function that you can like be like, hey, I'm looking for those weapon parts. Can have you some leftover for me? And when people would like trade, would like, yeah, I have some, and then I give it to you. Then the player who like spends the weapon parts can also get something in return. But I haven't played Princess Connect in a long while. I mean, end of service, so I can't like remember the mechanics anymore. But it had like something like that. And I wish the clubs would have a little bit more function when giving you 10 AP and like 30 more slots to assist, you know? Every time when like this kind of service comes, you know, hey, this game has been out for a long while, we thank you for your love and assistance. Do you have some suggestions on how to improve the game? And I always be like, hey, everything's fine, I love you, thank you for the temple. And then after that, I forgot, I had like those issues. And yeah, I'm way too kind, you know, I'm like, in this kind of sense. Even if I know it can be improved, I always forget this kind of when they give you a temple or something. And I got rewards. I'm looking like too much on the short-term happiness, you know, when they give like those freebies. But I always forget about the thing, hey, actually there is something. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm below 160, great. And I can't follow the optimal rotation. Okay, let's rely on mother luck. We're gonna play here on 1 speed, I'm like a little bit scared. I got the optimal damage. Now it depends on how much damage I can do in this phase. Okay, let's go triple speed. And then here 1 speed. Eh. And then do the heal after the yellow. And heal Mina and okay, 120 is hello. And now I wait for Saki. When she stands up, she reloads. I think I'm gonna wait for her reload. There it is. I fucked up. My aim. It doesn't kill the organ. Okay, yeah. So I already did a mistake with delaying Quaro's EX skill. Alright. Is that a missed opportunity? Okay, let me read the chat. You help more people and get more credits by putting common characters. Yeah, at least the club function has like some function. Now I wonder. I did like a big misplay, but maybe I can rebound immediately. And like recreate the same situation again. But it's like super copium. Clubs on launch were so useless, it was funny. I have like the same issue with like a recent gacha game from the mainland China. That the clubs have no function and there's like no competitive content. So it doesn't, you don't really need to like min-max really. There are like friends. There's like the friend function, but it has no usage, so to say. But you can like DM them, and that's about it. I think I did something wrong. Yeah, I didn't hit the organ. I was like on autopilot with the skill selection, but I didn't pay attention to the organ or like the debuffs. Man, this raid, you have to pay attention, else you miss out on those things and waste like 1 minute, 2 minutes. Normally, some raids like Hot. In Hot I was like able to autopilot, like tunnel vision, you know? Because it saves me a lot of mind power. And I can, my mental power, you know. It's like pretty important to have like a good mindset and don't go like, don't like mold, you know. What people say. Like restart and getting more and more angrier. Like lose more and more sanity. Hot was pretty much outpilot for me. I got like rank 5 in the end. I always, I was like very consistent with single digit ranking, but I guess with Gregorius, my time will like, I will like land in the, this will be my worst Torment performance so far. My lowest only was like 11 or like 18, I think. 24? 24, I think. Need to check it later. Oh. So. Wait for one more attack? Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this attack and then heal fully. The yellow's only like... Yeah, the organ flip, the Nagisa heals comes in 3 seconds. Yeah. Okay. Ah, I didn't flip the organ. So. I had 39.4 in mock, but for ticket runs I never got good Anji, so I ended up at rank 150 or something. 11 tickets, holy crap. This is like some speedrun mindset there. What strategy was that? Double Mika at the end or the double Mika at the start? Like, when you do double Mika at the end, it's like more safe. But when it's like speedrun, with more risk, it's like double Mika at the start. I imagine you could have tried a harder strategy. Oh, okay, you did that. Bad Kyoko Anji. Coin flips are like the best RNG proper in any raid. Like in Shioko I had like coin flip with Mari's EX skill. Made Arisu. I got like top 3? I'm not sure, it was single digit. But when people just fail, this is awful. Still respects that you still play the game and haven't like uninstalled it already. Some people don't have like this kind of strong mindset. Sugoi. 4 minutes, holy crap. You save a lot of time. Okay, gonna make sure to hit the organ. Uh, 160? Okay, this is pretty good. It's just like Koharu's HP is not good, but I'm gonna aim for a clear now, since 20 minutes can be a little bit clutch if I enter with the second team. And it's good that the attack from Greg has like a visual. They can like see that attack's gonna come. So I'm gonna change up the strategy a little bit. I probably do like less damage against the right core, since when you comboed with Nagisa, Nagisa applies like a defense debuff on the core members. I kinda need to do it like that to keep Korra alive. So that Miyako can like survive the last phase, I guess. So it's like a damage loss of 10 million. But if you just aim for a 2-pun clear, just ejecting, it's like good enough. It's good enough. What's yellow? Yeah. Oh, okay, you could flip. You can still flip it. Okay, great. Now Saki afterwards. He stands up. Okay. And 57 can release it. Okay. Yeah, Miyako's HP is like pretty good. I think I can keep it like that. To get a little bit more chip damage out. Okay, she got the buff. Gonna let Koharu die to speed up the rotation. Then I can insta-kill the core members here. So that Miyako is not getting attacked by them. Okay, Miyako's reloads. Good timing to use EX skill. Then the heal. Great. When one more Nagisa. Then kinda need to pray that she dies here, but the HP looks like way too high. I can only do one more Miyako. I'm probably gonna restart. Since when I get like a low crit, I can only do 50 million. And it's like a little bit too clutch for my last, for my 2-pun. So I'm gonna restart. I am not that optimistic here. The second team is a little bit pain since I have no cheat sheet. I have like no notes to how to play team 2. It's just like in my head. Was I getting burnt out on Insane? But Torment brought back my enjoyment. Yeah, Insane is like pretty boring since there's like, you don't have any stakes. It's like really easy, it respects your time, it's like normal difficulty for a lot of the players by now. But Torment is like a new challenging thing, because you have to, there are like higher stakes, you can't like afford to have like 10 minutes left on your ticket, else you could fail. And it rewards your creativity and like building, rotation. So I can see that point. And for me personally, Torment was like a lifesaver for the meta of the game. Oh, I did something wrong. Yeah, that's right. I got like bored of that as well. And I used to speedrun that. Back when we are like still lower level, didn't have certain students, it was fun. But yeah, I see Torment was necessary. There probably will be a higher difficulty. The max level right now is level 85, Torment has like the level of 90. So when we like at some point get at the same level as Torment, it won't get as hard probably. And the thing like back then, we had like no way to set a skill order. So the skill cards, the EX skill cards were also always random. You had to like restart to get like the right order done. I can remember that in my very first Insane with like Kyatto and Urban, where there was like no kind of luxury like that. But in terms of now that we have Torment as the highest difficulty and like the thing with like skill order selection, it's definitely like very nice to have. Imagine we had to do the same with Torment. When a lot of people wouldn't like aim for speedruns probably. I'm like sure there would be a group of madlets who would still try, but oh man, the gatekeeping. Oh gosh. Oh man, nightmare mode unlocked. But I'm sure there will be a lot more quality of life to make it like less of a pain for us. Oh, this is good damage output. 139 and the reference is like 134, so I'm like 5 million apart. Okay, don't mess it up, so I can flip it here. I need to flip it with while screen. And then wait for Saki and make sure to aim properly. Yeah, okay, I'm aiming at the pianist. Oh, it's the... Oh, I need to release it. Hot potato, hot potato. Do I need to heal? Yeah, let's play it safe. Let's flip that. Let's wait for the UV protection. Quaro that. And then wait for a cost. Miyako gets one more heal. Wait for Miyako reload. There it is. Wow, the music is so cool in the last phase. Holy crap. He kinda like, hey, I dare you to not use your X skill, else I'm dead. I missed one. He's not gonna to die, so... Ah, but it's enough damage for... There's enough damage for a 2-pan. Barely. You're gonna release it here. At 5. Yeah, okay, good. And maybe would have been able to use one more Nagisa, but that's enough damage to get like a 2-pan. It's like up to 10 minutes, 11 minutes. But that is like good enough. For perfect execution, Team 2 it's like enough, safe, but I expect myself to mess up and restart. I can see that. So I need that little bit of room of error. If you could only select the order for all 6 skills, painful memories. I really got returned to lobby on JP. What if we got it now instead of having to wait 6 months? Yeah, that would be cool if you could like change the characters and formation while in the pause screen instead of like restarting the game. Alright, alright, thank you for reminding me on that. Then I will like deselect her. Not gonna wait for Stern Verdict here. Maybe the wait, yeah, the wait. The wait here. Then turn the organ. Then you wait. Oh, we still sit at green. Then let's do use it early. Then get the heal. Ah, crap. Crap. Can I do it without? No, I need to get 2 more user EX skills at this point. Okay, this was 3 minutes. Okay, I can't afford to like have 2 full restarts. I need to do it like in this try or the next attempt. This is like this. Those are like the risks. Those are the stakes I have. Heal. Gonna always first target Mine since she's the 3-star one. Gonna wait for full cost, then do that. Then wait for Stern Verdict. Heal again. Wait for full cost. Flip the organ while screen. Stern Verdict, and I think I can do it directly afterwards. I could wait for the blue, but I think I'm gonna just do that very quickly and then heal. Gonna play it safe, that they can survive the next phase, so that's like right side organ. Then wait for 10 cost. Okay, I think since it's yellow, I think I can do Mina again. Let's do it like that. Then wait for cost. Then there's the red, when I do debuff again. And Mina will also apply a little bit with first, but since it's green, let me do it now. And then heal after. Oh, I had to wait, okay. I think the next user will do it. That's gonna rotate quickly. Okay, I think I can do it. It will not beat my old record for sure, but I can eject. Okay, let's do that. Flip the organ while it's still green. Yeah, Yuka died. I need to hit. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Can it do it? Can I do it? One. 390. Ah, okay, this is enough for our last team. It's enough. Maybe I can hit one more. One more. He's stunned. He's stunned. He's stunned. Oh, great! This is enough. Free. It's free. Yeah, use the MVP. Use the queen. Ah, oh, let's go, Yuzu-chan! Yuzu Queen MVP! Oh gosh. That Groggy was pretty clutch. This Groggy was pretty clutch. I forgot about the Groggy since you can't trigger it in a normal run. In a 1-pound run. Use solo Torment, Greg. Yeah, yes. Jawohl. Okay. But that's about it with Torment for today. I'm like out of tickets, out of content. The only thing to keep like a stream entertaining is like me on my own. But let's see, with the reward, the milestone rewards. I have 340k. Okay. And then the last is like at 420. So suppose I do 3 more torments successfully. Let's say like with 39, that's almost 40k. Like 120. Yeah, it's safe. It's safe that you can get the secret tech sheet notes if you do like 3 torments. Last week was kind of useless. Oh, I think it's not. Since I'm always doing torments, every single torment, you need to build a lot of students. And it also like includes like the enhance, passive, and the sub skill. It's like 3 skills. In Gregorius, for example, I had to build like 3 students, and that costed me like 3, 4, 5 secret tech sheet notes. And let's say those resources are really sparse. I'm like, how much do I have now? I have 5. The next total sold is going to be goes outdoors. We have also like Kite and Grand sold, but I think like the MVP are like Sakurako, and I think I don't need to build anything there if I just want to normally clear. The Wakam Hovercraft is like, yeah, I'm gonna need like 3 of those. I still have like some left, but also gonna remind we have like the Pepper Brave with Kurokage. So you need to at least build 1 or 2 students, like as Hanako and Kikyo for Torment at least. But to make it more comfier and like more high ceiling, you also need Yukari, that's gonna be like 8. You need a lot. Also like Sui, Swimsuit Ui, and Kasumi seems like very important, since multi-target AoE down. AoE with multi-targets and defense down. This is like pretty useful for Peroro, and I suppose it's like pretty good in Gregorius too. Yeah. So like, yeah, the defense down. It's important. It's important kind of. The secret tech sheet notes if you're like a speedrunner. And or want to do torments consistently. That means when you do torment, you don't do like, it's not like the same as Insane where you have like 1 pun, 2 pun, and just restart over and over with the same team. It's like more, it's like you use more teams. Okay, I guess. When you have like bought it like for 2 years consecutively, you think like, that's kind of useless. I'm rich on those kind of things. But for me, who speedrun every single raid, at starting at 22 December with Kite and Urban, so I like speedrun for like 13 months. And it did a lot to my secret tech sheet notes, so I'm like down to 5. I can like buy 3 more. I'm gonna wait for like the thing to end, then I can like collect this properly. Like 3 torments, successful torments give me like 180 purple. When I finish I get like plus 300, so I should be like safe. With Midori I guess I need to wait, but she will report for Bina Urban, so I hope I can buy a little bit more. Like Artisan, Quara Max, so Midori is the only one I can buy. I think about that. Yeah, but it's still like impressive that you're like one of the top Gregorius speedrunner, for example. So you had like a lot more resources than me, who you know, had to like resource management and like spread the resources apart. But you had like the full firepower since then. But yeah, let me like switch the room. I think like now that there's like isn't anything important anymore on the screen. So it's like a little bit of Zatsu time until I like run out of things I wanna talk about. But next Grand Assault, I wonder if I can do it. Like the current Grand Assault was my like favorite. I'm like a Bina main, I would like say. And I got here like to number 1. It's like absolutely not necessary to get up here, but it's still like something I'm proud of. Wish there was more incentive to play it. Maybe when the Grand Assault beta turns into Grand Assault. So like in a way that when you get Platinum that you get like the temple ticket. But I think like the only difference is like in trophies, if we look at it. Oh, you did. Like the rewards are like only the trophies. But when the beta ends, it's like everyone gets like the temple ticket. There was no significant difference, but the thing is like purple trophy, and I think we can kind of use them for crafting. Like as a fodder. I have like in mind to like update my furniture. My cafe decoration. I kinda want to do that. There's still like the dice roll event. Like the dice run. But I think I'm gonna hold on for it for tomorrow. And then just do like a run after my Torment stream tomorrow. So I think it will be like something after the Torment, like post-Torment clarity, post-Torment moment, where I'm just gonna have like a random talk while having Saki run through the track. I guess here I'm gonna focus on collecting Enigma, so using my dice rolls to either skip this field here, or focusing on the Enigma. Mental reset, yeah. I think like it's important, kind of. I know like people, there are like people here, when I said like, hey, I'm streaming Blue Archive, you know, like for Twitch or like YouTube, the algorithm is like recommending those kind of things to like Blue Archive. Blue Archive player who are like interested in like gameplay, but there's also like the thing, the viewers are like not staying because of the gameplay, it's like mostly also because of the person behind the stream, like who does the stream. And I think like some people like to listen to me for some reason. So probably I gonna save some good topics to talk about for tomorrow. Gonna write something down. I think like there are some things I want to talk about. But to be honest, like with like the total assault, I'm not very confident in like getting like a speed run that gets me like to top 10. I'm not confident in that. I wish the BA score calculator is had like the update that they include like the score in proportion to time for the Gregorius rate, but the score calculator has like no like data for the Gregorius rate, so it's kind of like, I guess, kind of need to like guess when you get this time you have this score. Oh, I see. Okay, thank you. My voice is calming to listen to. Yeah, a lot of people say that. They somehow say I sound like a therapist. But let's say, but I think like I'm not that kind of a person. Maybe I give like off the vibes. Or one person borrowed it. Okay, when there's something like that, let me see. Let me see then. Let me open like a window here. Kinda need to like do it on stream, but let me see how it works. Windows capture. Dori. And then like drag it down. I need to like set up that. But yeah, Perozilla's a 4-minute rate, right? And then you do the same for Gregorius, it could like work. So we're gonna do it like this. I think I can do it. So Perozilla. And then checking on the total assault ranking. So Dr. Practice was how fast? Now I'm gonna enter the numbers. So it's like something like 3 minutes and 43. Perozilla Torment. Three minutes 44, okay. About the slowest run in the top 10? It's still one pun. So the best performing team at like almost 3:45. So it's like 3:44.8, and the top 10 is like slower by 6 seconds. Like, no, like exactly 5 seconds, 5.1 seconds. Just like that much of a gap. That it's just like this, a little bit of time difference, but the gap is like so big. Wow, wow. And yeah, it's possible to do that with the 3-star Mina. The thing is, like, they had like this JP speedrun with having Miyako on the left side, but the ultimate speedrun is like Core on the left side, so yeah. Yeah, Miyako in first slot is that safe JP comp. I figured. But still, it's like Like with the Koharu left slot, it's like not like you fail, that you burn your ticket. It's just like, I lost 3 tickets because, no, I lost the first 2 tickets because I didn't figure out a safe way to eject. I just like, okay, I'm taking the risk, I'm like ready to give everything for the record. But actually that was a way to save it, so yeah. So it's like not unsafe. I just played it like very dumb. Carl seems more unforgiving. Yes, yes. I mean it's a sacrifice strat, and sacrifice strats are faster. It's simply the nature of it. Because you can just speed up the rotation like that. But yeah. Miyako team's super consistent cause the entire team survives. I kinda wonder how many Minori plus Nagisa X skills you can like land on crack when you do that like this. And I need to watch a video, I think. I think like for the KR speedrun it was like 2, 3 when she dies here, and you can do, okay, yeah, you can do 4 Minori, 3 Nagisa for the speedrun, but if you don't get it like quite right, you can do like 4 Nagisas instead of 3. But if everyone else survives, it's like only like 3 Nagisa, 3 Minori. Like 3 Minori at 7 cost. And for the last Minori X skill, can even be like a 4 cost. When it's crits, of course. But it's a bit slower and you get Koharu's damage too. Okay, that's true, that's true. Koharu DPS. Adipose would be like, happy about that. Kinda wonder what is the gap between Dr. Practic runs and yours. Let me check on that. It's still like impressive score. Top 3 is like really nice. It's a gap of like 7 milliseconds. 0.7. And yeah, you were like 1 second slower. Still a good job. You got the crits and everything. And the RNG for getting the crits is like pretty low. Pretty goddamn low. But I think like it makes sense that Dr. Practic deserves the first place since they dedicated their whole account on that one. So a lot of KR pros were like, who's this miraculous player on rank 1 in EU? He got a better score than us. Nobody heard of them, you know. They check of course our leaderboard as well, but they never have saw Dr. Practic in the top insane. At like top insane times or like torment times at the top. It's always somewhere in the ocean of like platinum clears. But for our case it's like not an ocean like KR or Asia. It's more like a little puddle. Like a puddle. And they were like too lazy to check. The day 1 808 was so crazy. Yes, it sure was. I kind of like the discussion, you know, and the see stuff. But I think like if I want to talk about like chat about that in our community, I think like the Reddit server, the Reddit court is like a good place, but I rarely or like never chat there. I don't know, it's like when you want to join a community but you're already like comfortable with the community you're already in, you don't really need to like move to another group. Like when you have your friend group, you stay in this friend group until you like separate because you graduate, are like moving on to another class, or in case of like work, you switch workplaces, and then your contact is like just gone. And like maintaining a relationship is like pretty hard. I think like a lot of people realize that in like COVID times, when you're like stuck at home and then you get like no contact anymore, and then you realize, oh, I don't really have friends. This friendship wasn't really real. It was just like because the circumstance allowed it to happen. I, for example, have like no friends really anymore. It's just like the only people I can like talk to, no, like rather write to, is like via texting, you know, like via Discord. It's still a communication, but the thing is like when you don't communicate with that person face to face, you lose a lot on things. You know, like you can't see their face, you can't see their emotions, you know, what they're like feeling, because humans are like programmed to like kind of see the body posture, emotions and such to like make themselves feel like more reassured. It like affects us, you know. But when we are like so long time like distance from those kind of physical contexts, like first face-to-face conversations, those kind of programmed this kind of program is like receiving level downs, and then we forget at some point how to communicate, how to use body gestures, how to use emotions, you know. Like our emotional intelligence is like lowering, and it's like kind of important to like keep it up. So I think it's like kind of good that we are like forced to go like shopping, you know, but even like going to a supermarket and buying stuff and then oh, that makes like $50 please, and then even that is like not a proper conversation, you know. You don't really communicate in this kind of way. You need like a longer lasting one. I guess like when you video chat, you know, I guess this can work. Like when you turn the camera on like webcam, you know, I guess this can work. But but I know like a lot of people are like too shy. It's understandable. Yeah. I haven't like turned on chat. I'm sorry. Duh. For this one. While we at it, actually, let's get to that. I can't remember, like I'm like someone from the old generation, like from the millennials. I'm like at the end of my 20s, and yeah, clubs are like really good to have. But I can't even remember, I had not a lot of people in my club, like school clubs. I was like in a chess club, you know. And at the most points it was only like me, the club leader. Those clubs are like managed by adults. So like something you can refer to as a teacher. But in my case it was like not a teacher from the school, it was just like someone like an adult who's like has like the privilege to look over people, you know, like the sensei in the game. Like not like taking classes or such, it's just like someone who you can turn to if there's like something going on. And for most parts it was like only me as a club member and this one adult, like this mister who like leads the club. Let's refer to them as like a club leader. And it was like mostly me playing with him. Our communications were like mostly like, hey, wanna play a game? Okay, yeah, why not? And that was it. We just like communicated via playing with each other. But even if we didn't talk that much, you know, I feel like we could like communicate with like playing versus each other. And sometimes during the game he was like, "You sure are annoying, boy." But that was like not because of myself, but because of my smart chess moves. It like forces him to think and like go ahead and like try to outplay me. I lost most of the times versus him, versus my club leader, but there were like also like W's on my side. I think like it was like more of a 80-20, like him versus me. I wouldn't like say I'm a like amazing chess player, but I managed to like win the chess tournament in our school. I think the club feels more personal if the manager is also part of the club. If you can sit in silence with someone without it feeling awkward, I think that's a good sign of chemistry. Yeah, that's true actually. That's true. At some point, when I like move on further and further with my class, so like from 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, you know, like more upwards, so like more like high school thingy. You can like refer to it as high school grade classes. Like first year, second year, third year. When I like reach about my second and third year of high school, you could like say the activity in the chess club got like lower and lower, and it was like I said, like it was mostly me and the club leader, but they had like other things in mind. So they were like writing a book at that point. So I always like were like visiting the chess club since I don't have really friends. But when I see like the door was like locked, nobody's in there, I realized, okay, he has something to do. And just at a later point I like discovered that he was like writing a book and is like an author by now. How did I know about that? The thing is, like, I'm a bookworm. I love reading books, and this was like my only entertainment back then. So it was like in the 2010 era, kind of. And let's say the technology was like advanced. You had like touchscreens, and you have like the smartphones already, but I was like part of a poor household, or like my Asian parents were like just Asian parents, so I couldn't like play video games all day, I couldn't like watch TV all day, but books, going to the library, going to the bookstore, that was okay. And at some point there was like a kind of poster in the bookstore of the face of my club leader, and that he has written a book. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. that's why you were like not attending the club anymore. So he like kinda silently disbanded the club without my knowledge. I got like no information why he locked the club room, you know, why the chess club activity is like shut down, like out of nowhere. Did I read their book? Not yet. I mean, I was like just a pure student back then. The only way of like earning money is to like write good grades, have like good grades, show to my parents, and then they would give me pocket money. But I was very lazy back then. I didn't have like ambition. I had like the motivation where I want to go for. I was like still doing my art, still doing drawing as my hobby. And this didn't really need like a good education, I would say. But because I was like so young, I didn't really know what was required to be an artist. Just a little bit too late I did like the research, and it didn't pay well. If you do good, however, you could make a living out of it. So kinda like tried it all in, you know? I kinda like did a little bit of a bootcamp myself. Hey, they like those weekly shonen jumps in Japan. They publish like 15 to 20 pages on a weekly basis. Let me kinda try on my own. I did like a 4 pages weekly series. And I kinda like experienced day 1. That's too hard. They're like those mangakas who are like sacrifice their sleep just in order to have more time on drawing. But I got like so distracted and everything, and I think like if I had access to a smartphone, if I had access to internet, it would be like much more difficult. The thing is like, when you get distracted, you know, at some point you can't like focus on your homework or like your task, and then your mind drifts just apart. That's normal. And when you are like distracted for like 5 minutes or something, when like something goes by on outside of your window, or like a certain sound comes, or like a person passes by, that's it. But today's generation, like not in the early 2010, but like 2020, when there's like where everyone has like a smartphone, there's like the short form content with like TikToks, YouTube Shorts, videos. Then it's from like 5 minutes it turns like into 15, 25, 30 minutes, and then you lost a lot of time. Why is that so? Because of the algorithm. You start to watch one video, and then it recommends you another, and you're like, okay, that only lasted 1 minute. Let me watch one more. And that's like how you waste your time. Back then for me it was like hard, but still doable, with like 4 pages in a week. But if I'm like in this kind of age now, with those short form content, I probably couldn't do it like back then. And I kinda impressed of my past Tosan. I have like really big respect, even like when past Tosan was like was not as smart as like present Tosan, like me. But they had like the dedication and like willpower until it got like fully crushed by the Asian parents. I like gave up. Emotional damage. Emotional damage all over. But yeah, I guess regarding my club leader, I could like read it. I think I still know their name if I like Google and like type in their name and then like a book or something, or like author, I should be able to find his works and then just read it myself. Yeah, that's kinda sad that it wasn't communicated that the club was disbanding. Yeah. Like silent communication, I think. I mean, when we played against each other, when we like are like face to face, we didn't talk that much. So I guess it was like, I guess they will understand. But I was young back then. I'm just a little brat. So yeah, I still didn't understand anything. I couldn't like properly think. I was like Back then I was like still a dumb little child. I'm like not as smart as today. And you listen to my voice, I sound like calm and wise, but that's like only because I was like a silly brat like then. And the thing like what makes you smarter is like when you like mess up things. When you do a lot of shit, and then when you get older you will like reflect on that and are like, okay, it was bad. Let me not do it again. That's like how I am like right now. If I was like perfect back then, maybe I wouldn't sound like so calm. Maybe like more cocky and, you know, more like with a bigger ego. Yeah, you need feedback to learn. Most of the really important stuff for keeping life interesting never really pay well. Yeah, content creation for example, like art is like content creation, writing books is content creation. But that's like the kind of thing that's like really interesting. Even if it doesn't pay well, even if it like requires hard work. When I was still young I had like all this kind of drive. But this is the same with like keeping your relationships, like maintaining your relationship, you know, with like friends from school, from work, those kind of things. It's like easy to sprint and have like a big process done in one go, but the thing is like to maintain it, you know? You can like see that life is a marathon. You have to do it step by step. You can do the walk into a little bit of jog, but maintaining a jog, you can't do it forever. So the key will be like endurance. A lot of people said like back then, when I was like younger, life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. But I never understood what that meant, you know? I just like thought about the words, but never understood. The thing was like also like because I was just a dumb child. And I didn't have much time to spend with other people. My parents were like understanding, I couldn't like really trust them. Asian parents, you know, emotional damage. So yeah. I had also like siblings, but even they were like dumb, you know? I couldn't like have like meaningful conversations with them. I could only like play with them and spend time. That's about it. So yeah, I really was like lacking on something back then. I needed a sensei. And yeah, when I read like the story of Blue Archive, I see a lot of things in myself. I was like, hey, I did the same mistakes. Hey, that reminds me of myself. Oh my gosh, this game is so good. Yeah, I think it kind of makes sense that the school has like a program that you have like people can turn to, like a kind of a soulmate or something. When you have a problem, go towards this adult. He's like has a little bit of experience of therapy. Maybe I should have done that, but I was so shy. Yeah. He's just like me, for real, for real. But yeah, I think like my shyness was like a weakness, and like my fear towards like higher ups, like adults, since my Asian parents. I mean, my club leaders was fine, I warmed up to them, but to like any other adults, I don't know. It's like with the students in Blue Archive. When they're like with each other, they can like F around and do like certain stuff, but in front of the teacher, in front of the sensei, they're like so respectful and like sweet, you could like say, right? Like Aoi Oki from the finance department of the General Student Council seems like kinda harsh on Rin-chan, you know? But when there was like this kind of event with where you had like, where you could like interact with her, like between her and Sensei, like face to face, she was very sweet. And it kinda makes sense. Because back then, when I was like in front of a teacher, like face to face, or just when I saw them, a switch flipped in my brain, and I switched from like effing around to like respectful and serious. Even though I was like a dumb child. And my parents were like commenting on that. Why is that you're not so open? Why are you so shy? When you're with your friends, you're like so open and so interactive. But when you're with the teacher, when you're with me, why are you like not saying anything? It's kind of like that. Kind of like that. But it makes sense. It makes sense. Even those teachers I disliked, I had still like respect because they're like older, than my experience than me, you know. You could like say I'm also an adult by now, but the thing is like, being an adult is not measured by their age. It's like about their qualities. And the archive was like exploring this kind of image as well, what it means to be an adult, you know. It's not like about when you turn 18. it's just about the qualities of an adult, like being responsible and leading by example. If only younger me listened to adults. Yeah. It's like very relatable. Because we needed like these conversations with adults and them sharing their wisdom to us. I was too shy to make this first step. I needed someone to lead me, but nobody saw like the hints and signs I gave. So yeah. I think like with today's age of like VTubing, like this age of this generation with like after COVID, like post COVID or like during COVID, like this kind of VTubing, streamer life, kinda like helped some people out. I'm like pretty sure of that. That there was like someone they could like interact with, even if it's like I'm aware it's like a parasocial relationship, you know. But it's something. And then like some people like online therapists popped up. I don't know if you're like familiar with the channel Healthy Gamer GG or like heard of Dr. K. But they have like really good advice and like meditation teachings, like lessons for you in life, like not how to write good math grades, how to be good in like biology and stuff. It's like about life, you know, the wisdom of an adult of like 20 years of experience, 2 decades of experience, sharing towards the younger audience who are like struggling, or like to gamers with who are like not healthy gamers. Yeah, it's like this it's really this post-teenager moment. You kinda need to like spend time with yourself instead of like spending time with games. You need really the time to like think about and spend time with yourself, like discover yourself. What do you want? Yeah, it's good that the name gets around and that you, for example, know about them. You're willing to listen to someone with that much experience, it can really help you. But as a child, you don't want to listen. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was like always thinking back then, I'm smarter than you adults. I'm better at this game than you. I can speak better, can speak this language better than you guys. Despite me writing having like bad grades. I think like the world revolved around me. I was like a little bit spoiled in early childhood, but after like my family circumstances changed, I lost that like this kind of privilege, I would like say. And I think like after my household got like a lot stricter, I was like plan B, retreat, and I got like very shy. So I couldn't like never make like the first approach towards anything important in my life. Even if I had like the ambition of being like an artist, you know. But I did try to make a first step. It took like a lot of courage. But Asian parents, you know, emotional damage. It's like, yeah, it always leads back to that. I think that's the issue that's not resolved, but if I say it like that, but actually it's resolved. I talked with my parents about that, and they can't remember this conversation anymore. They can't remember that in this moment my mindset broke. So I couldn't like really interact with them anymore in that kind of way. It's like kind of open-ended, you would like say. So it's still like an issue I have to resolve with myself, like spending time with myself. Everyone has like this kind of life-crushing moment, I think. Or a moment where they have no orientation in life, what they need to do. But maybe I can like find it at some point. Just like take time. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna stream, you know, share my experience, play games, you know, and read the story of Blue Archive, since it has a lot of things to like put things to like share. Even if it uses like those kind of tropes of like mouse baits, you know, like with the feet, armpits, like the degenerate stuff. We love that kind of stuff as little boys, you know. Also, there was like a stream, right? There was like a stream from Blue Archive Official. My merch arrived a few days ago. I ordered like something from there, and it took like quite a while. I think like at a later point I would like to share that on with like handcam or something. This is like this one where from the game Development Department, they had like an audio CD or something, like a code I guess, where you can get like a furniture and maybe like a little bit of pyroxene I think. But there's also like the yuzu, what's it called? Her free pass, like this ticket here. Like this free pass, yuzu free pass. It's also like in there, and you know, as a yuzu queen enjoyer, I kinda needed to get that, but man, it was like expensive with the shipping. So you had to pay double the price of the original product. But yeah, I kinda need to like think about how to approach like buying merch. The thing is like, I don't buy merch because, oh yeah, neurons activated and buy. It's like the wet dream of anyone who releases a product that people will like first day buy it. It's like me about, I know like, I pay money for playing Blue Archive, like a whale. You could consider me as a whale. And do like purchase like that in order to like progress my game growth, and also like sponsoring yeah, it could be like considered sponsoring, but also like helping the game, and to have like more funds in order to like develop an anime, more game functions, improving the quality of life of the people behind that. But the thing's like, at some point the game is gonna shut down. There will be a time where the server's just gonna close and the archive is gone. And all the money I spent is like gone. There's like no trace, no memories really connected to the game. But merch is forever. Like those numbers and such, and the growth of the numbers is like not really permanent, but merch can be. So I buy merch for that reason, not so that I can also support, but also have like a memento on that time I have. The same thing for like VTuber, you know? VTuber will credit at some point. Like Pomo Rainpuff from Niji-san GM credited at the start of the year. And I think like it's a good step forward for herself as well. To like finally like go away from the workplace. There are like several reasons, but I think I'm not gonna do any assumptions, so yeah. But it's like that also like any franchise you enjoy, you like, any kind of streamer, that they will stop at some point. So yeah, that memento can be like really important, to have like something to like back onto. And then at some point your grandchild are gonna dig up your memento and be like, "Hey Oji-san, what is that? Nan desu ka? Nani kore?" Yeah, and then you're like, "Okay, sit down little child, I have a great story to tell you." Yeah, shipping is expensive. It really like takes a little bit of time to like think about that, but merch is like really great to have. Most merch doesn't serve any function, it's just like wasting your space, you know, but if it has like a little bit of function, you can use it every day, and then you're like, hey, I had that kind of thing. Yeah. Grandpa, what is this ticket for? Oh man. There are a lot of things I've like done in my life. It's kind of like the growth, you know, the natural growth. When you like start to like evolve and like move on in life, you're gonna leave a lot of things behind. For example, those school friends, you know, like you can't maintain a relationship, then you move away from them, move on to another community, which is like, for example, the workplace you are, or like the place where you do your trainee, when you are like the community with there. But after some time you move on, move to a job, then you leave that behind. This kind of in case it's like for me, but not to speak about school or like work life, it's like about me with like hobbies. I was doing art, I had like community, then I moved on, you know, because emotional damage, and then I just are like part of a RPG community. You could like say it's like D&D, tabletop RPG, you know, but it's like more in the text form kind of thing, and it's like improved my writing. I did like for 2 years, 3 years. I also moved on from there to like Super Smash Bros. I had to move out, you have to move. The thing's like, it's not like online wise, I traveled to tournaments and played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on competitive basis, and FGC communities, like fighting game communities, this is a really good way to socialize and like share like a bond over a video game. We are like not boomers anymore, you know, like the meaning of like gaming, and this can be like a good time of like spending your time. And also there's like personal growth. It's not like an RPG where you like see numbers rise and that you like pull good characters and that they help you progress. In fighting games, it's only you who gets better, not the character you play. And when your abilities grow, then you also get stronger in this game. And this kind of progress was like very cool experience for myself. For example, like in Germany, I was like competitor in Smash Brothers. And my biggest milestones were like in tournaments, that my highest placing. And the tournament was like first place. But in according with like total players, like top players or like amateurs, you know, my highest ranking would be like, the placement would be like 13th out of 200 people. And I bet like good players who are like considered as like the best of Germany. And I got like very good that I was like at some point the best character specialist for Mii Gunner. So what is Mii Gunner? From what Nintendo franchise are they? They're like from the Nintendo franchise, you know? Like when you like Wii Sports or something, you have like those customizable Mii characters, you know? Which have normally like no limbs and just have like their hands and like the feet. Yeah, the Mii characters. They're like based on the Wii, kind of. Then they move on from 3DS and then like to the Switch era. You had like those customizable characters and they had like a really good design. It's like pretty roundish, like no edges and such. It's like pretty round. And there were like a lot of cool customizable stuff you could do, like even anime characters or like Darth Vader. It's pretty creative. Even like some, because it got so popular, you had like Utopia and such, but if you look at the broad side, there's like no interesting lore to them compared to like Super Mario, Pokemon, you know, which are like Smash Bros characters, or like Metroid, or like really ancient stuff like F-Zero, Kirby. But yeah, Kirby is like more up to date. I mean, it's like very ancient, but also like pretty modern, since this game series is still ongoing. But Mii's don't really like, there's nostalgia, so they were like unpopular. At some point, some people considered me, who plays like Mii Gunner, as an antagonist, since Mii Gunner is like considered as a zoner, and this like slows the fast-paced gameplay quite down by a lot. And like those slow Sony playstyles are like considered as lame. So yeah, I was like kinda like that. And I think like my mindset couldn't handle that as well at some point. So I kinda needed to take a break from that. And at some point there was like Blue Archive already. And then I switched over to Blue Archive. But I think like when I ever return to like Smash, I should like have a better mindset to continue here. They were kinda bland design-wise, cause there was no emotion or anything behind them. Yeah, at first sight you could like see it like that, yeah. But when you look at things back then, you know, there was like Wii Sports, right? They had like also like a sports game for Nintendo Switch. And there was like a reveal trailer of that, and then we're like, hey, they removed the Miis! How could they? What are those new Mii characters? I like the Miis much better than those. And yeah, I think like people still like them. But it's like just a weird comparison to see like those Miis as playable characters compared to like those franchise characters, you know? You have even like Snake in the game, you have like Sonic in the game, you have Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, with Persona franchise in there, It's a pretty good game. But I would like say, compared to like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Ultimate is like not as interesting. Like Super Smash Bros. Brawl had like the story mode called Subspace Emissary, and it was basically a silent movie, and you could still understand everything. And because it had like this kind of story mode, it was like the most sold one, or like the most popular one. And it was like also a party game with random elements you could like enjoy with the whole family or like with your friends. Ultimate also provides that with like the party gameplay, like a lot more variety with like gameplay and such. But if it comes towards a story like Subspace Emissary, World of Light is not as great. So yeah. The only thing what keeps the game alive is like the fighting game community there, the Smash Bros community, the competition and such. But even for the competition, the things are hard. It's like not sponsored like the League of Legends or like those esports kind of thing. Like Nintendo doesn't support them. Now like, no, you have to do it in all name and such. And there are like a lot of stones they like they lay on the ways. But the community is like really cool, really strong. I kinda like would feel like I would miss something if they were not around anymore. I don't like play Smash Bros Ultimate anymore, but I still have like the knowledge of playing the game. I know like the meta, I know like what good play styles are, and personally I enjoy watching those kind of gameplays, like seeing like the best player of the world in Smash Bros, facing it against other competitors who are like as good as them. It's a little bit weird that I stripped like from Blue Archive, Torment to like Super Smash Bros. And that, but that's just like how my general hobby timeline went to. That I went like, but yeah, there's a point that I like silently retreated from Smash Bros. And like went over to Blue Archive because that made more fun for me. I found like some messages, some answers I was like looking for a long time. And I kind of like understand what it means to be an adult, and that this is something that I needed back then. And I kind of feel like obligated. I need to like give the same advice to other people's. But the problem is like also like when you only stream Blue Archive, your target audience is so small. So I kind of think about what I need to do, what I can do with my channel. What are like the possibilities? How can I spread the message? Because at first sight, when you look at Blue Archive, oh, what is this lolly like degenerate gacha game? And then like let's imagine like a Tadeo's, a SpongeBob meme. And they're like pretty like suspicious of the burger they want to eat. But then they just take a little bite of that kind of thing, and then they just break into tears and are like, yeah, as an adult you need to lead by example. And then go like from this degenerate style into like serious mode, and yeah, and you are like enlightened and everything. That's like how I imagine it to be. When I like first saw Blue Archive, you know, I haven't like those thoughts about that it was like degenerate and had like those memes, you know, like with the crying emoji and then ooh and such. I just treated it as like, hey, that's a new gacha game. But as time goes on, I understood, yeah, people could like see it like that, but the game is like pretty deep. The gameplay is good. It has like a lot of qualities, what a good game is supposed to be. And I have never felt anything like that with any other gacha games. It has even like the best story of like 2023 in the Google Play Store. It earned an award for that. So yeah, but maybe there's like something you could do. Like that was what I would say to myself. Like some people like Natori-sana, they were like able to promote the game successfully in JP. And there's Yumitsu Chinoko, who's a little bit more on the niche side, but she helped people to get into the game. And she seemed like a pretty wholesome person, and not like what you expect from like a generic anime, manga, VTuber, weeb culture, you know? It's like more in the common and genre kind of side. Like the whole storytelling with the videos, you know? Or like the content in general. And maybe I could try this kind of approach as well, but I'm like part of a RPG community, art community, the Super Smash Bros. FGC community, and let's say people in Germany, they look like at that VTuber, anime, manga, weeb culture with like pretty suspicious eyes. They look at this like very like with a lot of suspicion at that kind of things. They kind of like see those kind of things. There's not a proper translation from German to English, but they look at these things as like cringe, you know? And it's understandable. But what if those cringe kind of things contain like something very life enlightening? What if there's like more than just the cringe stuff? And actually has. It's just like hard to like get the message out. But especially like in this German Smash Bros community, it's like a lot of people who play the game. And okay, there are anime conventions that host like Smash Bros tournaments, but a lot of people are like, oh, those Genshin cosplayers, cringe. Like those anime people, those weeps. They're like that. But yeah. So what I want to say, maybe I have like the possibility to change, to like reach a little bit of reach like people. Even if it's like just one person I could like get over to our site. It would do like a lot. If like this one person is sharing the message with one of their mates, and this one mate is sharing it with one more person, it's like a little bit of a snowball procedure. Even if you just draw artwork, you can support the franchise in that one way. But yeah, it's like a step by step, you can't like rush it. Yeah, it's a generation as well. It's a generation as well, how they look at things and treat them. I remember also like this kind of thing in the media, like in the news, that like a 13-year-old kid named with the alias of Blue Scooty broke like the Tetris world record. And then the news reporter were like roasting that child, you know? Like, oh, touch some grass. Having a world record in Tetris is like not a life goal. So that they look at this kind of things like as cringe, you know, and not as important. But there is like a meaning in those kind of things we like strive for, that we like still like doing. And as an adult versus an younger individual, you know. So yeah, still being stuck in that boomer mindset is not good. We need to be open about things and such, and really like those games have teach me a lot. But I couldn't like find any other book I ever read. Or like Chinese gacha games. Why Chinese gacha games? I think like China is still like stuck in the past. So they have like this communism, they like shut off the access to like the outside world, and they want to stick to their traditions. They're like not open-minded, you know? And maybe that's like because why I didn't really enjoy the story of like Arknights, for example. I mean, the kind of setting, world, how it looks like, it's like really cool. But the way they write the story is like pretty underwhelming. I also read like visual novels, but I think like I was like too dumb as a child to like understand that. Yeah, I kinda like, I can't like now let's not say something, else I'm gonna get cancelled. I'm gonna get cancelled. Let's not say anything. But yeah, this like but yeah, a lot of people like shared opinions, so yeah. But let me respond to the chat. I'm reading everything. When I do like Satsudan, you know, like random talk, chatting streams, I never skip the chat. I always look at it. Yeah, it really is like very restricting to everything. That's like why they can't like spread the message like the rest of the world. So if you're like not born into China, when you're not born as a Chinese in the mainland of China, you are like pretty lucky. I say it like it's like a gacha, but the thing is like when we look at the world population, the majority of those people are like in China, right? Like 1.3 million, well 1.3 billion people of the world are like Chinese. And we had like about 7 billion people. I don't speak like from the current timeline, but like I'm looking at the past, because that's like what I read back then. As a child, I read like a lot of books about China because I was like very interested in culture back then. I didn't have access to internet, I only had like the library books here. And I really love Jackie Chan movies. I really love Jackie Chan. They are like a hardworking person, they take like risk rewards, and they rather like do like everything for themselves instead of like relying on a cheap trick, which was like really admiring, and it pushed like past me to like 120%. That's like what I kinda wanted to try, like being a mangaka, you know, like trying to push the art stream forward, trying to put yourself into the shoes of a weekly Shonen Jump artist, you know, and even like mustered all my courage up to approach my parents regarding, hey, I want to be an artist. So I read like a lot of books, you know, about the Chinese culture, very interesting and such. But they never mentioned how effed up their their policy is. They never mentioned it in any of those books I read. Like only recently I like saw like how bad it is. But it's also like those books mentioned like kinda like the past, you know, like with Japan, what Japan did to China back then, and they don't forget what happened there. So like how they treat like Japanese people is like also like stuck in there. But the thing is like Japan is not the same as back then. They're not like those strict samurai people who like commit seppuku, you know, when they do something really bad. They're like otakus. Or what we like say in the West, like weeps. They're harmless, they moved on, are not stuck in the past, and maybe the politics there are stuck in the past, but the general amount of people there is not like that anymore. People can change. I also saw like the movie of Jackie Chan where he starred in. Like in the English title it's like probably what's called Shinjuku Incident, where like there's like a Chinese person, like an immigrant from China, in Japan, like early 1980s, 1990s, where this kind of film plays in. And this kind of movie was like really eye-opening. Normally, and why did I watch the movie? I was like big Jackie Chan fan. So before I got like into like an anime weep and everything, I was like a Jackie Chan weep, a Jackie Chan nerd kind of. And I saw the movie where where Jackie Chan played like a Chinese immigrant, and I had in mind Jackie Chan as like this action comedy guy who can fight a lot of people. It's like very creative and exciting and does like really interesting stunts and choreography. But in this movie, none of those elements came up. Just his pure acting skill, his raw acting skill. And he was very, very good at this point. And you like realize how powerless you are in real life. When like something bad happens to you, like Jackie in this film, and the Chinese people around him, they got treated like very, very bad by those Japanese people in the film. And it was really hard to look at, and I kinda like understood why this film was like rated for 18-year-old people, like for adults. And looking at that, I can understand, okay, that's why they have a grudge against those people. Kinda like reflects on history. And I was like doing research as well, and like it was a really, really hard-hitting movie. And still to this day I have to think about this, about that. But also this issue is resolved in a kind of sense. Or not really resolved, but the thing is like, similar to my case with my father, where they did deal emotional damage to me, they forgot about that issue. It's like only a thing about spending time with yourself to move on from there. I moved on, but China did not from their past problem. Yeah, that is true. There are a lot of like prejudice against people. Like they hear one bad thing and then they assume it's always the case. But they never like try to like look at the other side. perception how things are for them. There are always like two sides of a coin. Even like the edge can be like counted. So yeah, I kinda have to thank past Tosan that they were like reading books, because yeah, it opened like a lot of knowledge and stuff. I didn't know if I haven't accessed that. But yeah, to the topic. I read like those books about China because I was interested. They never mentioned that with the corrupt policy. But nowadays, you know, like when I got like into VTubers, like with Hololive for example, I kinda like saw, okay, they are effed up. And they still haven't let go of the past. But it's like, you could like say, when I look at the World of Blue Archive, we can't really get rid of Kaiser, right? And we know like when we look at the 4th PV, like those flashbacks that Kaiser had like their hands in the stuff that happened to the students, like our younger generation. That like cool things happens. And China's like kinda like that, I would like say. That they're like antagonistic to their population. We can't really get... We still need China because they're like one of the most important marketers and like producers of our products. But at the same time, the way they handle things are like not morally correct. For example, with Taiwan, you know, I'm not gonna say more, but I don't like it. That's about it. History is written by the victors. Yeah? Yeah. So I'm kinda like glad that I was like not born into this world. When I was like reading the Chinese books back then, you know, when I was like reading about the culture, I was like, oh man, I want to be like that too, you know, want to do kung fu and stuff. But when I got like older and look at the biggest at more sides of the like at the other side of the coin, you know, not only at the positive kind of side, I was like also like seeing, okay, the cons are like outweighing the advantages. I'm still like an Asian, but I'm not born in an Asian country. I'm like European, so I'm kind of lucky, you know, in the gacha, because normally when the majority of the population of the world are like Asian. So I know the pain of having Asian parents. I know like about emotional damage, but also have like the perspective of like the West, in that kind of sense. So I like understand both sides. But what does that do, you know? Not a lot, if you are like not creative in entertainment. Or like social media in general. But I also don't want to like lead a mob, you know, I'm not this kind of person. I like the way how Blue Archive does that, you know, like having like a good message, you know, a message, and spread the word and help people, you know, who are like in the same situation. Didn't get a rate up character, but you spooked someone else you needed in real life. yeah. I wanted to be a Chinese when I was like reading the book, but I got like the beta rate up. And the thing is like, you get a starter hand, everyone gets like a different starter hand, but after that, you decide how you play with the hand you've been dealt with. And I kinda like the current version of myself, even when I was like back then not liking it. It really like takes time to like grow yourself. And there's like a certain meta or like games, but no guides for real life. There's also Blue Archive sending to us for thanking us for playing their game. Yeah. Even though Blue Archive had a really rough start, a really rough beginning, like there were like a lot of bugs, a lot of crashes, a lot of maintenances, you know? Well, there are kind of guides for real life. Yeah, maybe you can count this YouTube videos or like therapy as a guide for real life. Maybe like the guidance of like an adult, you know? But the thing is like, you won't always be able to access those kind of things. I, for example, had no sensei back then. I only discovered by things of that like by myself, with like spending time with myself. I got like enlightenment very late on my own. Because I like, yeah, was like a dumb child. I did like a lot of stupid mistakes and I learned from that. And now I'm like calm to sun and talk about stuff. I kinda want to share that, but yeah. But I think like it's pretty good for the stream right now. If I also need to like keep more content for the next stream, so people like to, when I'm like talking, but it's like mostly with like Blue Archive streams, so sometimes I talk while I'm gaming, but I think like a more dedicated stream to like chatting would be like more welcome. It's like something you can listen to as a podcast, so you don't need to have the stream open, you can just listen to it in the background while you do your own stuff. I think like some people would enjoy that. I, for example, love podcasts, Crash Taste, and Egg and Bacon, but there's a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna like wrap it up for now with the current stream. So like 3 hours, I think it's good enough. There were like 1.5 hours of gameplay and 1.5 hour of like me talking. And I'm surprised that there are like still people in the chat, you know, after I'm like done with playing the game. So I'm like thankful for that. I know like the viewer count dropped after I finished playing, but I'm still like thankful that there are still lurkers or like people who like actively chat in here. So thank you for watching, and I wish you a nice rest of the day, evening, or whatever time you are, and bye bye.